The Emirates Stadium pulsates. 16 years and more since Arsenal moved into this beautiful place. It still lacks only for a champion's pennant. But it throbs now, it throbs with a thrill, with a genuine joyful hope. This game matters. Of Tomiyasu's back pass, De Bruyne! Smart opportunism! And the champions lead on the turf of their would-be successors. And the look on his face, poor boy, the look on Tomiyasu's face when he realised what he'd done. The boy who became a man. The Emirates takes a breath. Saka delivers! And Arsenal are level, and Arsenal are back on top. Tetchy now, he really is Tetchy. Gundogan and Grealish snatches back a champions lead. A blue blur in the corner, and Arsenal have it to do again. Gundogan and De Bruyne and Haaland. The champions stride away. A giant moment from a giant man. A look that knows. And so it twists for City. They have reeled Arsenal in. Once more the champions lord it over those who would steal their crown. And the race is neck and neck. And it is a result for City well worth gallivanting about. Maybe 3 months from now, we will look back on this night and consider it the night when it turned. No club demands more of itself than this, the champion club. And champions, they do intend to remain, but there is doubt. Ederson's pass was poor, and Kulusevski pounces! And Pep is on his knees. What next? Whatever next. And still Kane. And thrust in by Emerson Royal. Spurs are blinking this back. Can it be? 2 goals in no time on the cusp of half-time. And for Manchester City, it's a long way back. And City have a task on their hand. Riyad Mahrez around Perisic. Mahrez, Grealish. Alvarez! The champions punch back. A World Cup winner's goal. There is your mood changer. And believe me, you can feel the change of mood. City are in it again. And Rodri for Mahrez. Haaland! The heavyweight bounces off the canvas. The champions back in the battle. Mahrez, and Perisic is committed and out of it. It's Riyad Mahrez! That's just stunning. Manchester City in microcosm. In less than a quarter of an hour, the lengthiest journey from utter despair to elation. Thrust forward by Ederson, and here is Riyad Mahrez! The man of a magnificent Manchester City moment. He's made it happen all by himself. That's what champions are made of. The performance of a champion club. Manchester City, magnificent. So much for a City surrender. Above the Champions Stadium, of course, the Champions pennant still flies. There is no room here, Rebecca, for a white flag. Manchester City are going nowhere fast. Manchester is braced, its collective muscle is flexed. Two tribes. So light the fuse and stand well back. Cancelo, Bernardo Silva, Foden! City slick, speedy, slippery, at times untouchable, and promptly into a derby lead. It is such a pretty goal. It's a City goal. Haaland on the march, aimed in for Foden for a first half rout. Manchester undiluted blue. No contest, just no contest. Foden 2, Haaland 2, United nothing at all. And Haaland and Foden, 6! And another hat-trick hero. And this one, a genuine Mancunian blue. Where do United go from here? De Bruyne's corner, Haaland! Goal! Unstoppable, phenomenal. Week after week after week, who will ever stand in the way of Erling Haaland? Because City are on a different plane. De Bruyne, Haaland! Again and again and again. It's getting silly. It is just crazy. He writes his own rules. He makes his own numbers. He's ripping this thing up. Grealish, De Bruyne, Gomez, Haaland! A hat-trick of hat-tricks. 3 successive home games. Look at me, Dad. Look at me, world. It's almost not fair. He is that good. 5 for City, 3 again for the extraordinary Erling Haaland. Manchester City football from the heavens. Manchester United crashing right back down to earth. Manchester United can only hope one day, again under Erik ten Hag, to inhabit the same planet. But perhaps at the back of City's queue there is the greatest Leeds worry of them all. Born in this place, born to this place, and now returning here, potentially to damage this place. Oh, he's given it to Grealish, and Grealish has the freedom of Ellen Road, and Grealish has Haaland! Who finally plants his flag into the heart of his native city. De Bruyne, Haaland, Grealish, Haaland! 3. Smooth simplicity. Once more, City's number 9 is the centre of attention. So City as smooth as they needed to be. 2 more Erling Haaland goals. His numbers continue to be ridiculous. He came back to his birthplace and surely made his mark. Gundogan, De Bruyne, Grealish, Morris! And the champions break through at the bridge. Change brought success. The boys who bounced off the bench have done it for the City Blues. The end, Manchester City see it through, and Manchester City's breath is once more on Arsenal's necks. And Chelsea are fading out of the business end of the Premier League. Manchester City, of course, are right in the thick of it again. After a headline win here at the Bridge, Chelsea 0, Rebecca, City the champions 1. Mahrez, De Bruyne, Grealish! bounces off the bench and scores for the champions at Old Trafford. And so the question that echoes around the land, who stops City? West Ham are the first to try. Rodri. De Bruyne. There goes Haaland. He's on his way again. He's hungry. He's scored. He always does. He always will. Nothing more certain than that Erling Haaland would slap his name across this game. Proud, proud dad. And he's not the only one. You just knew. You just knew he wouldn't miss. It's the story they all came to see told. Erling Haaland was written as the hero of the day, and he duly performed as such. He seems not even to have broken sweat, and West Ham felt the full force of the Premier League's newest mega star. Of Tomiyasu's back pass, De Bruyne! Smart opportunism! And Haaland! The champion stride away! And Greenish! Snatches back a Champions League! And the race is neck and neck.